واستمع. عيش bread شارع street. صعب difficult طبعا of course. ربع quarter. The closest sound for the غين are the letters غ in بغداد. غراب raven غرب west. غدا tomorrow بغداد. تبغ tobacco. Fa is similar to the English letter F. The qaf has no direct equivalent. The closest you can find to its sound is the letter Q, as in Iraq. فقد to lose. تفاح apples. قطف to peak. قطار train شرق east. The letter kaf is similar in its pronunciation to the English letter K. كتاب book. سكر sugar. شكرا thank you. كشك kiosk. شباك window. litter كلب dog. ألف thousand. فلفل peppers. تلال hills. Notes and review. In Arabic there is no equivalent to the English the. The prefix alif, lam, al serves instead as the definite article. It is else worth nothing that in Arabic an adjective has to agree with a noun. If the noun is masculine or feminine, definite or indefinite, singular or plural, the adjective must follow the same form. You will find the definite article used more frequently in Arabic than in English, especially in general terms and expressions like love, life, or patience. For example, life is beautiful becomes the life is beautiful. There are no indefinite articles such as a and an in the Arabic language. You simply leave them out. الصبر patience. الرجل the man. الأخبار the news. الدور الرابع the fourth floor. البرد القارس the bitter cold. Look and listen. انظر واستمع. Meme. The letter meme corresponds to the English letter M, as in moon. It is a joined letter with two forms. The short form rests on the writing line, while the full form begins on the line and then descends underneath it. When the final meme is joined to another letter, it is usually written as a circle counterclockwise. After completing the circle, you add the tail. Noon. The noon is a joined letter with two forms. The short form rests on the writing line and is similar in shape to the letters ba, ta, and tha, which we studied earlier. The long form is different. It is round, resembling half a circle, and begins above the line and then curls underneath it. The noon has only one dot. Position it as shown above. The dot is an integral part of the letter. Remember, it is always best to write the basic part of the letter first, and then add any additional dots or strokes. The noon is similar in its pronunciation to the English letter N, as in near. Ha. The ha has four shapes. Reading from right to left, you notice the first form. When the ha falls at the beginning of a word, the second form, the egg-shaped ha, illustrates the letter when standing alone or at the end of a word after a disjoint letter. The third form occurs when the ha falls between two joined letters, and the last shape when the ha falls at the end of a word after a joined letter. The ha is pronounced like the English letter H. Many students in the Arabic language confuse the sounds of the ha and the ha. The ha has no equivalent in English, but sounds like a heavily accented H. Wow. The wow is similar in pronunciation to the English letter W. It can also represent the long vowel oo. The letter starts with a circle written clockwise, which starts and ends on the line. The tail of the letter descends in a slight curve beneath the writing line. The wow is another disjoint letter and has only one form. Remember, a disjoint letter joins the letter to its right, but does not join the letter that follows it. Disjoint letters have only one shape, as their form does not change according to their position in a word. The 6 disjoint letters are the alif, dal, dhal, ra, zay, and waw. Ya. The ya has two forms. The short form should by now look familiar to you. This time it rests on the writing line with 2 dots underneath. The full form is unique. It starts above the line, curves beneath it, and then up again. Remember, the short form of the letter is used at the beginning of a word or when it falls between 2 other joined letters. The full form appears when the letter is standing alone or at the end of a word. The ya is similar to the English letter Y. It can also represent the sound of the long vowel E. Ta marbota. The ta marbota is not an alphabet letter. It is more of a feminine mark. In Arabic, all nouns are either masculine or feminine. Most, although not all, feminine nouns end with the ta marbota. A masculine noun can end in any letter. Remember that a noun and an adjective have to agree. So if a noun is feminine, its adjective will also end with the same feminine mark. For example, happy family, عائلة سعيدة, pretty woman, امرأة جميلة.
The ta marbuta is found only at the end of a word. It has two forms that are a variation of the letter ha. The egg shape with two dots is used when the ta marbuta falls at the end of a word after a disjoint letter. The second shape is used when it falls at the end of a word after a joined letter. The ta marbuta is commonly pronounced as an a. Hamza. The hamza has no specific sound. It indicates a glottal stop. It is usually transcribed as an apostrophe, and it indicates a vocal break. The hamza is usually carried by the alif, the waw, or the ya. It can also occur alone at the end of a word. In this case, the hamza is placed on the writing line. The hamza and the alif have a unique relationship together. The hamza can occur above or under the alif. When the hamza occurs above the letter alif, the alif is pronounced as an a. When the hamza occurs underneath the alif, is pronounced as an e.
And listen.